Hello Capricorn, thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Star Spinner Tarot by Trungles. Website is chroniclebooks.com on the back there. Supportive Oracle cards, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. There's websites on the back here. I thought there was one for her name, but I don't see it here. But if you search her out, you'll probably find it. If you want any of those websites, just freeze frame there and search out what you want. If I get a little closer, it's probably easy to see her. Easier to see them. I can hold it still. Alright, what do we have for Capricorn? Nah. Where you go? Okay. Ooh, that's your card. In the environment. I think this might go well. Yep. Okay. Now, I feel like the reason this card is showing up over here really is that it's going to match you. Because the Devil card is a signifier of Capricorn or Capricorn energy. Sometimes like that mindset. It's not always bad. Like I know it's not always bad. So that's where we're going with that. But it's like an energy that you can relate to. I feel like knowing where somebody stands and then standing and staying where they say they're going to be, whether it's a popular opinion or not, I feel like you take kind of comfort in that. Kind of like, yeah, well, I might not like their opinion, but I know that I can depend on that opinion. I know what to expect from them, and I'm comfortable with that. Even if it's not an opinion I like, I know what to expect, and that's what I like. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like you jive with it. You get it. You're like, yeah, I get that. And I get like, but when I get with this, is this... See, the thing is with the Devil card, even though it's an energy that you understand, unless it's kind of going your way or you can kind of do something with it, I'm getting this map maker here, map maker of destiny. Somebody else, this person, whoever it is, I'm getting they jive with you, like this energy matches with you. They want what they want, they've decided what they want, but I also feel like this goes both ways. They don't expect you to get involved in something that you're not going to get value out of. They might have the attitude of like, well, I'll offer you this. This is what you can have. You either take it or leave it. And if you leave it, then you leave it. But if you take it, we both understand that's it. That's all you're getting. No more, no less. You get this energy. You get that. Like, you know that. Like, if they offer me something, I'll get that. I won't get any more than that, but I won't get any less than that, and they'll make sure of that. But it's kind of like, yeah, I know what to expect. So, like, I still get with the Capricorn energy, other people may not jive with whoever this is, but you're like, no, they say I'll get this, X amount, specifically this. As long as I do that, I will get this. And you're like, I won't be any more than that, won't be any less than that. Yeah, I know what I'm getting into, I know what I'm agreeing to, and I know what I'm going to get out of it. So... Going into something, knowing what you're going to get and knowing you can depend on it, that's of high value to you. So it's not bad. Other people, I just feel other people around this situation kind of like cringing and like, I don't like it. You're like, no, I know what I'm getting. I'm making my decision based on what I know will happen. It's not like a variable. It's like with some other people, they'll say, well, I'll give you $50 if you do this for me. And then it comes to the end, you get 47. You're like, well, 47 isn't right. That's not quite right. Or they're like, you did a good job, I'll give you 70. And like, okay, it's not bad, but it's like not how I was planning. I had plans. If I had known that, I would have made different plans. I would have, like, if I knew I was going to get 70 instead of 50, I'd have gotten the better ticket, or I would have gotten something better. I don't know. I think it makes sense. That's the thing. Whoever this is, they're matching up for you. Now, the energy's a little cold though. Be careful not to get too warm to this energy. I know that sounds strange, but you do understand them. You do jive with them. The way what they're putting down, you're picking up, if that's how you want to say that. Like, you get it. You match with them. Like how How they works for you. Don't get too close. They're very cold. I don't see this energy wanting to bond with you. I don't know. It seems like there might be some misconception here. Because while you do get like the base, like how they work, what they say, what they do, it all makes sense to you, there's something here that is amiss. And I feel like they're trying to give you that heads up. Like, you might like this person more than they like you. I know that sounds bad, but I feel like they're trying to make it blatantly obvious so you don't get too invested in somebody who's not investing in you. Because they got this 5 of Pentacles. Like, they don't seem to want to. They're very cold. There's something about them feels very cold to me. And I feel like you're relating to it like, yeah, they're protective. They're just being careful. They're just making sure they don't, invest in people who aren't going to really invest in them. It makes sense to me. I get that. But I'll show them my value. And since we jive so well, we should be fine. We should be good. But I don't feel like that's going to work. This person is not going to give you a chance to let them get close to you. Or you get close to them, however you want to look at that. They're not. There's a very earth energy with them, which is very compatible with you. They could get along with you very well, but I'm getting like this 9 of Cups energy is kind of like they're happy on their own. They're happy being left alone. Their alone time. And they're not going to change that. That's the thing. They may jive with you very well. They may be a very compatible energy with you, but they don't want anybody else in their life. They won't add people to their life. How I live my life is how I live my life. I don't need you showing up for dinner. I don't want to do that with you. I don't really want to get to know you. I don't want to really be friends beyond what we are. Where it is all it is. They're not changing. What it is now, like that's the earth energy I'm getting. And that's one of the things with earth. It either like progresses slowly, it goes down slowly, or it stays the same. A lot of times with earth, if it's staying the same and they've just whoever that person is, be it you or somebody else, if you're that earth energy and you said, well, this is what it is and that's what it is and that's where it's going to stay, then that's where it stays. And that's where they are. They're kind of like how we're getting along today is as far as that ever goes. I'm not getting any closer to you. I don't want to. I don't care how much we get along. I don't want to invest in you. I don't want to do it. There's a lot of energy here where they're just not going to do it. Not going to. But the thing is, you do like this person. That's the thing. You got the 3 of Cups. And you're kind of like, this is good. We can be, like, let's get along. Let's get along better. But currently they're blocking you. I feel like you're thinking they're going to warm up later. They're not going to warm up later. I don't see them as a bad energy for you, by the way. I'm not seeing them as bad. They're just, I feel like this whole reading is just like so you can get like a bigger visual of like where this is going, which is not any farther than where it already is, because it's blocked. It's blocked. You like this person. You'd like them to be more a part of your life. They're not doing. They just don't. They just won't. They just won't. I don't know. They just won't. I mean, it's a general reading. Take it with a grain of salt. Ironically, I feel like you keep trying, though. Is that the 7? 7 of Wands and the Horse King. Which I feel like this drive forward. I feel like a workhorse, like a farm horse going on here. Kind of like I just keep trying. I'm just trying to win them over sooner. Like I feel like they just need a chance, and I'm just kind of like I have time. I'll just keep working at it. Sooner or later, they'll realize I'm somebody they should let into their life, and you are a good connection for them, but they won't let you closer. What is the outcome with this? Judgment, Sister of the Seasons, and is it Divine Guidance? Oh, the Spirit Whisperer. This person with that Seasons card, either they don't trust people to stay in their lives, or they're not planning. They're planning to go somewhere else. They don't have long-term investment goals with you. So if this is a neighbor or somebody you work with, they're thinking they're not going to live there forever, or they're not going to be at this job forever. So they're like, I'm not going to really invest with this person because I don't plan to stay here too long. And that might be what you're not seeing. It seems like this person is, locking in, investing time, but what they're actually investing in, I don't think you see. So for example, if we use the job thing, kind of like, this is a big job, They're getting very deep into the job. They're understanding the ins and outs of this. This seems like they're really like paying attention and investing time into it. So it's kind of like, well, if they're putting so much time into it and so much effort, they clearly should be wanting to stay here. That's not what I'm getting. I feel like they're trying to learn the job. They're trying to learn the ins and outs, but they may be trying to learn how this job is really done so they can create their own company or go on to a better job. They're learning, they're gathering, but it's kind of like, it looks like, it's almost like, for example, also if we're going to do the house thing, if they're a neighbor and they're putting a lot of effort into this house and they're making it very beautiful, they may be looking to flip it. They're just very private and quiet about it. Like, they don't want people to know that that's what they're doing. They're just really making it very, very beautiful so that they can sell it for a higher amount. They're just being very cautious and careful about people knowing it. They're not investing in you because they're not going to stay. In their mind, they're not going to stay maybe a year and a half tops before they go somewhere else. And they already know this, but this is something they don't tell people. They're not going to tell you either. I feel like, though, if they're trying to give you this heads up too. If you kind of just have that in your back of your head that might be the case, you'll keep an eye out for it, and I think you'll start seeing the pieces fall together, kind of like, oh, wait a minute. Now that I see what they fixed on their house, that actually does add a lot of value to the property. Actually, now that they did that over there, like from the road, it does look really pretty from the road. They are doing a lot of cosmetic things. They are adding a lot of value to the house. Very interesting. Or like at work, they're asking questions, and it's almost like they seem to be going very deep and involved in certain things. Their job doesn't really do that, but they want to know the ins and outs of this other things, and they're saying, well, I want to know because, I want to see how the big picture works together. The reason they're doing that is because they're going to take this information and go elsewhere, create their own business, go into another job, but they're literally researching things that you'll start seeing it, like, wait a minute, they don't do that. That's not their job to do that. I mean, it's not bad that they want to know, but then you're like, wait a minute, it's starting to click. This is why they're doing that. I feel like if you just have it in the back of your head, you'll start seeing it, and you're like, oh, that's what's going on. Oh, okay. And that way, also, when they do move on, you'll be like, okay, so that's what their game was, and that's fine. I don't see you upset with it. I don't really see you upset with it at all. They're just trying to give you a heads up so that you know what's going, so that way you don't keep trying to put a lot of energy into trying to befriend somebody or get somebody closer to you that really has already made up their mind that they're not going to do that. I think that's all they're saying. That they're just trying to get it out there for you. Kind of like, you match with people, and it's kind of like when you match with people, you want to kind of add value to it. This person is just not open to it. You decide what you're going to do with that, obviously, but they just want you. I feel like this whole reading is just about you having that information so you can decide what you want to do with it. It feels like for the people that's going to click with, it seems like it has heavy value, and you know what you want to do with it, and that's that. Good? Done. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.